We are live today, right now, and welcome everyone to Crypto Bulls Club. My name is Soham, and this is your daily Bitcoin technical analysis and news for the day. So, guys, today has been no different. To be honest with you, for the last few days, Bitcoin was actually trading sideways, and we have actually not done too much. Bitcoin is becoming more and more, it's becoming more, to be honest, right, guys? And if I have to talk about very quickly about the market cap is at 2.08 trillion dollars. We are going to take a look at the market cap as well, guys. Okay. And there is an important pattern on the market cap which indicates a correction to the downside as well. We are going to take a look at that as well. And if you are just joining us, make sure you share this video with your friends and family. Let them join in. Okay. So, guys, at this point of time, the Bitcoin price is coming in at about $41,850. It's flat, guys. To be honest, it's flat 0.7%. Not any, it's not something that you can speak of something. If I have to talk about the top gainers of the day, again, the top gainer, Safe Moon. Safe Moon has gained more than 200% in the last 24 hours. I know there are quite a few people in our community who are a fan of Safe Moon. Personally, I'm not. LRC is something that I am a strong believer in. It is up about 9% in the last 24 hours. Theta Fuel continues its rise to 7%, and Flow as well. And my favorite coin for this market cycle, FTX, it's up above 6.5% in the last 24 hours as well. And also one thing which I'm very very bullish about is Ecomi, which is up about 5% in the last 24 hours, guys. So, guys, if you can hear me nice and clear, if you can see me, absolutely clearly, do let me know by commenting below right now. Okay, just comment clear, and I'll be able to understand. If you guys can see me, watch me clearly, and hear me clearly as well, guys. Okay. So, if I have to talk about some of the top losers of the day, then the top losers, Quant is down about 9.5%. Aave is down about 8.5%, guys. So DeFi is a hot, is hot since the past, 1.5, 2 years now. 2020 summer was called the summer of DeFi, but what actually defines a DeFi project and how you can pick DeFi projects very, at early stages, right? And how you can, assume that DeFi project might take off very, very soon. So we are going to do a video on that. So if you'd like to watch that video, smash up the like button like you have never done, guys. Okay. So everyone, thank you so much again for joining in. For new people who are watching this for the first time, make sure you subscribe to our channel. We have a Telegram channel as well, when you can go ahead and join for all the latest updates. Also, this is a live session, so don't forget to shoot in your questions as well. Okay, guys, if I talk about, first of all, we'll talk about the Bitcoin volume analysis, right? So let's start off with that. As again, Bitcoin is holding by a thread, guys. Okay, Bitcoin is holding by a thread. If you do technical analysis, I would request you guys that you draw this. If you can basically draw this line, if you are into TA, draw this line on your chart. Okay, this is the most important level for the Bitcoin price in the short run. Okay, where is this level coming into? This level, according to me, is at around the $41,000 mark. Between 40 and 41,000, you can see there are multiple resistances in the past, as well as quite a few support as well, guys. Okay, so this is something that we definitely need to consider, and we can definitely take a look on this as well, guys, right? So we wanted to discuss about the volume. Okay, guys, and let me first of all quickly take a look at the Heiken-Ashi candles. If there is any change, I don't see any changes coming into the Heiken-Ashi candles. We are continuously in a downtrend, and this thing might continue as well, right, guys, right? So this might continue also. Let's jump on straight into the volume. The volume is very very important, guys, and there is an important pattern which I have seen today, and I would like to share it with you guys as well. Okay, so uh, what are the things that I want to tell you about, or what are the things that we should be discussing today? So the yellow line is the 20 period, is a 20-week kind of moving average that we have on the volume as well. We are below that, so not much action. And guys, we will take the questions at the end as we go ahead. Okay, so make sure you share your questions along the way, along the video as well. We'll take it from the chat directly, right guys? So the volume at this point of time is at about 46.12. Okay, 46 point, that's 46,000 volume coming in for this particular week. The moving average, the 20 week, is at 142. But there is something that I would like to get your attention on to, guys, right? What exactly is that? So what we want to share, or what we want to understand, is basically, you know, look at these long volume candles that we have, and this is the weekly time frame, guys. Okay, this is the weekly time frame, and we will take a look since, you know, since 2016. Okay, so this will give us a fair bit of understanding as to when we can expect some decent moves, either to the upside or to the downside, guys. Okay, so let's start off with this. So what we can understand, or what we can see, is whenever there is a big candle, okay, it could be a red candle, it could be a green candle. Okay, it generally indicates that the trend very soon might actually reverse. Okay, this is something that we can see. How we can understand that? Okay, let's take a quick look here. Since 2016, right guys? Here in 2016, this was 13th of June to 2016, what we can see, and here is basically we got two long wicks, or two long volume candles, right here. These were huge actually. Okay, these were huge, to basically. And what we can see after that is basically we got a reversal in the price for the next few weeks, as you can see over here as well, right? Back again in 2018, that is when basically we saw, Bitcoin topped out, and basically 2017 December to early 2018, we started getting, outstanding volumes. If you look at this particular candle, if you can see my charts clearly, let me zoom into it very, very, in a better way, so that you are able to see this clearly. This particular green candle, this was on the 4th of December 2017, guys. Okay, so if we can see that 4th of December 2017, we got this huge green candle, right? And just about in 2 weeks, Bitcoin had topped out, and we started going to the south as well, guys. Right? Do we see this thing? This, what I mean by long candles, is an unusual long candle on the volume side of things, right? The volume is so high that, you know, traders generally tend to take the market in the opposite direction, or in that particular, in the opposite direction as to where the market was going in for the past few weeks or past few months, right guys? Then we had this volume coming in below the 20 period moving average. Then again, what we can see over here is, this was in November 2018, we got an unusual long candle, and after a few weeks we saw that market started picking up. Okay, if we come to more recent times, again, this was huge correction. This was huge correction that we saw back in March of 2020, which actually led to Bitcoin going from all the way from $10,000 to the lows of $3,500, and that was a drop of 60%, guys. Okay, so there would be times where Bitcoin would go parabolic, either to the upside or to the downside. There would be crazy moves that we can expect from the Bitcoin prices. So that generally indicates that trend reversal might be on the cards. As you can see, these 2 weeks were like extremely red. Okay, the volumes were very, very high. The volume was higher than what volumes we got back in December of 2018, or January of 2018 as well, right? So basically, when the bull market was right at its peak, we did not get this kind of volume, but we got these kind of volumes in March of 2020. And what we can see is that we then started going higher and higher, right? Same thing could be said about here as well. Earlier last year, during May, right? May of 2021 was when, the alts had a small correction, and not small actually, BTC corrected by approximately 60%, guys. Okay, I'll show it to you, and I'll also explain about my concept of bear market to you guys as well. But what we can understand from here is basically, we got a huge red candle here, right? It was bigger than, it was the biggest candle for the past, probably for the past 1 year, more than a year, right? The last, the huge candle that we got was in March of 2020. Then we got a huge candle in May of 2021. This indicates that we were nearing a bottom, as you can see right here. And these kind of candles actually are a common phenomena in a correction or during a rise. Okay, 2021 was mostly a sideways movement, guys. Okay, because where we did start, we started the year, Bitcoin started the year from about, I don't, probably, you know around, let me see, let me move this to the normal candles, and you'll be able to see this. Bitcoin started the year from the highs of about, so this week was actually, we had a long week. Bitcoin went down to 27,000, but yeah, started the year at about $33,000. And where did we close the year? We didn't close the year too well, right? We closed the year about at about $47,000. So that is like $14,000, additional. So yes, in percentage terms, it is good. But if you take a look at the general outcome, this was more or less a sideways movement here, right, guys? And as the market matures, we are going to see more and more years like this. Okay, there are a couple of theories which I'm going to discuss with you guys. Also, would love your comments. What do you think? And yes, of course, would love to share know your thoughts as well. Jumping back to the volume game, right? And the reason I am taking the Heiken-Ashi is, as I mentioned, Heiken-Ashi does not have a lot of noise in the charts, right? So generally it is a clean chart. Yeah, and this helps us in understanding the trends very, very well. Now jumping back, basically, so for this particular correction, guys, okay, for this particular correction, we are yet to see a huge candle, right, on the volume side. That candle could be in the last week of January. I am looking at around January 27, January 28, because there is a lot of contract expiry that is due. And possibly you could see this huge candle, uh, could be on the weekly. It could be a wick which can take Bitcoin down to about, I don't know, probably $33,000 or $30,000. Okay, it could be a wick, but then again, the volume would be huge, and we are still expecting that kind of correction. We are still awaiting that kind of correction, guys. Okay, so keep that in mind, and refrain from opening huge leverage positions. Okay, personally, I haven't traded in the futures for some time now. Okay, that is important to understand, and you need to manage your risks accordingly, right? Please understand that Bitcoin currently is in a downtrend, and the market is very, very uncertain. Like, the market is uncertain at all times, but these are not times where you can actually open a leverage position, because we might get a wick which might liquidate the shorts. We might get a wick down which may liquidate the longs as well, guys. Okay, so that is something that is absolutely you should be worried or concerned about, right? Now what we can understand from here is basically, uh, so the volume analysis, in short, what we can understand from it is basically, that the volume candle, one big volume candle, is still pending, right? And we can expect some movements to the upside, okay, or to the downside. Mostly, since we are in a downtrend, there would be a red candle, big, huge red candle, which may come in any week, and that would indicate that a trend reversal might be on the cards for the in the next 2 to 3 weeks at least. Okay, so for the time being, I am watching out for that huge red candle that is expected. Now apart from this, what are we gonna see now? Apart from this, what I want to share with you guys is basically, what do you guys think? I want to know your opinion. What do you guys think? Was this period right here, was this the bear market that we were all thinking about, right? Because if I do a quick measurement right here, okay, if we do a quick measurement right here, Bitcoin came from the highs of yeah, $65,000 all the way down. It got corrected by approximately 60%, as you can see right here, right? Bitcoin corrected by 60%, went sideways, and generally bear markets are known to be the time when the market corrects by on an average 80 to 85%. How do we know that? Always zoom out, look left. Okay, 2017, 2018, Bitcoin topped at $20,000 approximately, brought a sharp pullback. This was 85% pullback, guys, right? This was 85% pullback right here. You can see this even back in 2013 as well, right, guys? 2013 also Bitcoin went to the highs of approximately $1,250, got a sharp pullback. This was again 85%, actually more than 85% pullback, right? And but this time around it's a bit different. Why is this time a little different from the other times, right? Why is it? Because the market is maturing as the day progresses. Okay, and more and more institutional money is flowing into the market. What does that indicate? That indicates that basically the whales, the people who are actually playing around with the market, they might not let or might not allow the market to correct by 80-85%. Now for me personally, I feel that whenever we are nearing the 200-week simple moving average, that is the bottom, right? And if I have to talk about from the current position till the 200-week simple moving average, we are approximately another 50% down, guys. It's not too much, isn't it? It is not too much. And why 200-week? Again, if you just look left, let me just get rid of all the other moving averages so that you guys can see this very, very clearly. And yes, the 200-day is 200-week is generally where the market tends to bottom out. Now you will say that there are ways, absolutely no one can time the market, but if you are able to buy somewhere around the 200-week simple moving average, you are doing exceedingly well, guys, right? If you would have bought last time at the 200-week simple moving average, you would have made about, yeah, you would have made a more than 1100 percentage. Okay, that's the money. So that is something that we can expect. Now I personally feel, guys, right, I personally believe that possibly, and mind you, this is a rising candle, right? I have an indicator which can actually tell us where the 200-week might actually go. Okay, let me get that for you guys right here, and let me just get the 50, let me just get the 200-week. Okay, this is important. Just take a look on this, guys. Okay, just take a look on this. This actually tells us that basically where the 200-week might be heading, guys, right? And I personally feel, guys, I personally feel that $30,000 could be the bottom point from the for the market, plus or minus 10%. You can assume it to be. But if we see, if we are able to buy somewhere around here, and this will not be a direct fall straight to the 200-week. That's not gonna happen, guys. Okay, probably not gonna happen. I'm not a financial advisor, but that's my assumption. That's my reading of the market, that we may not fall straight to the 200-week. We might be in a in a small this we can expect this kind of a correction. Okay, guys, we can expect this kind of a correction, and then possibly, yeah, a long way coming down right here. This is absolutely on the cards. Okay, what I personally believe, or what I personally feel, guys, is that 2022 is going to be the market cycle peak. It has not peaked out. That's according to my assumption. Again, I could be 100% wrong, but I don't feel that we are going to get a dip like this. I don't think that's gonna come. Okay, I don't think that's possible, because that's not how markets operate, unless and until there's a black swan event, of course. Because this drop, you will tell me, so here also we were above approximately, how much percentage did we fall to for the 200 week? Yeah, it was also 50%, but we got that correction in about a 1 week or a couple of weeks. But please understand, this was a black swan event, right? Just take a look at this. This was a sharp fall, almost a 90-degree fall, but that was basically due to a black swan event. Now if there's a black swan event, we cannot analyze or predict a black swan event, right, guys? And but what I strongly believe is there will be a pullback down to the 200 week, which is according to me the bottom for the market, and you're gonna look out for that. Okay, that is something that I'm gonna share with you. Also, I am coming across quite a few uh, things on the social media where people are actually telling that November was the peak of this market cycle. Now that's interesting, guys, because a lot of people, a lot of analysts are telling that okay, 2022 is gonna be the time when the market is gonna top out, and that's the general perception, guys. Okay, that is the general perception, and at least one thing which we can understand from our experience from the market is the market tends to go against the general perception of the market, of the people, right? So if we are thinking that okay, 2022 is going to be the time when is going to reach $100,000. Perhaps not, guys. Comment below right now, let me know, because do you think is that a possibility that $69,000 was the peak for this market cycle and we may not reach $100,000? Is that a possibility, guys? I am. If that is the case, that you know that's of course a possibility, isn't it? That is a possibility, and according to me, it is always better to know some different thoughts altogether, right, guys? What do you think? Was 69,000K the market cycle peak and we are just going south from here, right? If that is the case, then we all of most of us have actually failed to sell the top, right? Why? Because for me, I was looking at some other parameters for the market cycle peak. And I was personally looking at the Bitcoin log growth curve. If you guys know what I'm talking about, right? We have basically seen this for multiple number of times that whenever we are in the red zone, we tend to get to the market cycle peak. But what if, guys, just think of it. What if this time we never make to the red zone right here? Okay, could that be a possibility? Of course it could be, right? And also on this particular log growth curve, we are on the edge, guys. Okay, we are on the edge. The green area represents the oversold zone. Okay, please understand that historically they have proven to be great buying points. Okay, that's why I recommend, if you don't have money at one go, even if you have money at one go, right, I strongly recommend you to DCA into Bitcoin and perhaps Ethereum as well, right? And for me personally, guys, what I'm going to do is, if Bitcoin takes a jump from, I don't know, possibly from 30,000, or probably whatever the number could be, from 40,000, right? I am personally going to look at this median line. That's okay. This median line might then be increased, right? If we go to the settings, we extend this. Uh, this is the curve projections, but yes, this will actually give us a fair idea, right? Let's say I am assuming that Bitcoin can reach or top out somewhere in Q3, Q2, Q3, Q4 of 2022. Let's say Bitcoin gets a jump anytime. It could be Q2, Q3, Q4. I am going to do is I'm going to look at this median point. Okay. And when we are nearing this median point, guys, this midpoint right here, this is the mean, by the way, this is not the median, this is the mean. Uh, so possibly, guys, possibly, right? Let's assume it goes into the fourth quarter of 2022, right? Fourth quarter of 2022 is this time, right? October, November, December, right? October, November, December. Let's assume uh, October. So the candle is on October 24th. So October 24th is my birthday, by the way. So let's assume it tops out around in October or November, right? Around the $100,000. This midpoint will be around $100,000. Will I wait for the Bitcoin price to go to 100? Possibly at that point of time, the price at the top end would be $200,000. Will I wait for the $200,000? Possibly not, guys. Possibly not. I will not possibly wait for that to happen. Why? Because I see a trend. If you know me, if you have been following our channel, you would be knowing I love trends. And this one trend I see here is basically first time we got rejected right at the entry point of this top level, right? Do you see this Fibonacci level right here? Next time we got rejected here. Possibly. I'm not saying it would definitely happen, but possibly we could see a rejection this time when we try to reach out at the midpoint. Could that be, guys? Very well could be. Right, so these are all increasing by the day, right, by the week, by the month, whatever you can say. These are always increasing lines, and this is something that I'm going to do. What are you going to do? Do let me know by commenting below. I would love to read your comments, would love to share my feedback with you. We are a family right here. And whenever, guys, why I say, and that would be the last, you know, hit. Why I say so? Because if we look left on the charts, okay, if we just look left on the charts, which we love to do, by the way, on our channel, you will be seeing that whenever we are getting rejected at the midpoint, we are coming down to the bottom. Okay, will I wait for Bitcoin to reach this bottom again? Possibly not. Possibly not. I'll start buying possibly into this green box. Whenever we are entering into this green box, I will, start buying a Bitcoin, possibly twice a week, thrice a week, once a week. Never know, right? So that is something that I would strongly look at, right? Here we have data points that are telling us that once we get rejected here, and then we tend to go to the bottom, right? It happened right here as well. You can see this. You can see this part, we got rejected right here. Uh, Here again, we got rejected, and also possibly we could get rejected here one last time, and the price could actually, be coming down like this. Never know, guys. That could definitely happen, right? And that would defy and that would break a trend that we have been following for the past possibly since 2011, guys. Okay, if you just look left on the charts, that would break an 11-year trend, right? If you just look left here, in 2011 we went here, 2013 14 we went here, 2017 we went here, and possibly we might not reach there, right, guys? So okay, there's a question about from David. Shout out to David, guys. He has been a great supporter of the family. And so, David, the green zones currently, let me get rid of these drawings. Okay, the green zone currently is like, let me tell you, let me zoom into a little bit more. You can see it right here. The green zone currently is at about $40,890. The top of the green box right here. Then the midpoint is at 35,000 to 31,000, and the bottom line is at $27,300. Okay, and the red lines. This is like absolutely crazy mania time, right? That this is at around 23,400 to 21,300, right? Should you be buying? I can't tell you whether it's what to do for you, but what I'll be doing is I'm gonna buy. Okay, uh, I'm gonna buy, and I'm also gonna buy. I'm gonna look. I should not recommend this to you, but whatever money I have right now, I'm going to pour all in. I'm going to go all into Bitcoin and Ethereum when we are near the 200 week. I do not recommend you doing this. Okay. Please make your own judgment, but that is what I'm going to do. Okay. I'm going to go all in to Bitcoin when we are near the 200 week. Okay. We might go lower, possibly. We may do so. But I believe in Bitcoin. And I strongly believe if we are buying the 200 week, we will be doing well. Okay, we will be doing exceedingly well. If you look at the stock market charts, and so that could be your monthly, your monthly 100 month uh, moving averages, 200 months moving averages. But for Bitcoin, it's the 200 week. I'm gonna buy, guys. Okay. Now, let's take a look on the total market cap. Okay, total market cap is something that I'm gonna discuss with you guys today. I see a pattern on the total market cap which indicates a correction, and that correction might be, powered by Bitcoin correction, or that correction could actually. So we have the total market cap right here. This is the total market cap, guys, right? Also, do you guys understand or have interest in understanding the buying power of money? Because to be honest, guys, the money printing has been on a crazy run ever since 2020. Okay, let me make it absolutely clear to you guys. Okay, uh, let's jump onto this chart right here. Okay, this is the total market cap of the cryptocurrencies. Currently, it's just below $2 trillion. What I'll do is I'll not take any basically any of these lines. Okay, we're not going to take any of these lines. What we are going to take a look at is something which is not so great. Let me be honest with you guys, and I'll go to the head and shoulders. I'll go to the line graph, and what you can see right here is a clear head and shoulders pattern, right, guys? What you can see right here is a clear head and shoulders pattern. If I draw, okay, let me show you this. Okay, let me show you this, and let me get the basically the head and shoulders pattern right here. Okay, so let's assume this is my left shoulder. Facing some challenge here, not too sure. Okay, wait a second, guys. Sorry, apologies. This is my left shoulder. This is my head, right? This is my right shoulder right here. Okay, and what I can see or what I can assume safely is basically, let me change this color so that you guys are able to see this clearly. Is this visible? I hope so. I hope this is visible to you guys. And right, guys, this is what I see. Okay, and if I have to take a measurement of the head to the neckline right here, this gives us the price target for the head and shoulders, guys, right? We see we can go to all the way down to $1.57 trillion, guys. Okay, and that, my friends, will be a correction of approximately 30%. Is that possible? Of course it is possible. Will it only be Bitcoin which will go 30% down? Possibly not. Why not? Because we know that when Bitcoin tends to correct by 20%, alts tend to correct by 50, 60, 70%. Okay. So this downfall that may happen on the Bitcoin price definitely will be powered or definitely will occur with the Bitcoin price coming down, but the most or the maximum hit will be taken by the altcoins. That I may tell you right now. Okay. Also, on the total market cap, so this pattern already played out. We have broken down from the neckline, as you can see very clearly. Let me get rid of this so that you guys can see it clearly, right? We have broken down right here. One thing which I love about this chart right here, guys, okay, please pay close attention to this. The most important thing that I love about this chart right here is the fact that we are forming a double bottom right here, guys. Okay, and as you guys know, I have told you this multiple number of times. Whenever we are forming a double top or a double bottom, it generally indicates a move to the opposite direction, right? If you are forming a double bottom right here, we could soon see a move to the upside. Okay, how much will that be? Now generally, guys, the way we should be measuring the target is just measuring the neckline to the bottom, right? but we haven't yet formed the bottom. We haven't actually got the bottom right now. We haven't got it yet, isn't it? That's important to understand. Let's assume that this is the top, this is the neckline, okay, and the bottom has already in. Let's assume this is the bottom, this is the bottom. Then, my friends, $2.2 trillion is on the cards for the total market cap. This is the total market cap. Please understand that. Okay. And if I have to measure, from the current position, where how much percentage will it be? This, my friends, will be another 13% move. That might not seem too big, but this will be fueled again mostly by Bitcoin and a few top altcoins. Right, guys? This is important. This is important. But what I personally feel, we still have a big red week to come. It will not be a slow and steady move to the downsides. It will be a sharp move, a wick possibly taking the Bitcoin price down to possibly 37, 36, $35,000, or maybe $30,000. Okay, we'll get a wick. What I'll do is I'll have my buy orders placed. I'll have my buy orders placed whenever I see this kind of movement coming to the downside. I will buy, guys. I have my USDT ready. I have spare cash. I am going to buy at that point of time. That is something that I'm definitely going to do. Okay. Do I recommend you doing so? I don't know. Possibly. The last time Bitcoin corrected at 41, 42, I bought Bitcoin at 42. Okay. Not 42, but probably 43. Okay. And I sold it at around $49,000, $50,000. I think $49,000. Not a bad trade. Did not take at leverage, but wasn't a bad trade at all. Right, guys? So these are things that I wanted to share with you. Now I open the floor for Q&As. If you guys have any questions, want me to analyze any particular, I'm happy to do that for you. And now I'll start taking questions from the chat. Okay. So Siddhant is telling us that, okay, he's saying that लॉस हो गया। सिद्धांत, आपका लॉस हो गया, आपने कब खरीदा था मुझे बताइए, आपने क्या खरीदा था ये बताइए, उसके बाद हम आपको बता सकते हैं कि रिकमेंड कर सकते हैं कि आपको क्या स्ट्रैटेजी फॉलो करना चाहिए, राइट? अरसलान अरसलान ने पूछा, अरसलान हैड आस्क्ड विल इट गो बिलो 40k? Possibly if we close a week below 40k, I'm going to sell some portion of it. We might get a wick, like a shadow below 40k as well, guys. Okay, that is also possible. Yes, Om Prakash, again, Om Prakash is a regular viewer. Big shout out to you. FTX not getting impacted much. They are doing amazing marketing here. I believe, Om Prakash, you are in the US. So I don't feel BNB would be the next coin. I personally feel, now this might be a bold statement, but FTX in the long run might actually overtake BNB. Right, guys? What is the market cap of BNB right now? Let's take a quick look. The market cap of BNB is $78 billion. What is the market cap of FTX? FTX has a market cap of $6.3 billion, right? So that would be a little over 13x. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow, but possibly sometime in the future. Okay. David asked about whether if we go down, where we get that huge volume candle, are we going to see Bitcoin going up or down? What I assume, what I feel basically, David, is the fact that once we see that big red candle, that huge red candle, that could mark the beginning for a reversal. Okay. Well, does that mean that we are going to get a reversal immediately? I don't think so. Probably going to take 2 to 4 weeks, but Possibly those 2 to 4 weeks will be range bound movements like how we have right now. Okay, and should we start buying at that green zone, David? Again, I told you what I'm going to do. So whether you should be doing it or not, it's completely your call. I do not recommend, guys. Okay, I do not recommend. I'm planning to go into crypto full time. Okay, this is a confession, right? I'm not yet full time. I'm planning to go into crypto full time with your support. If the family grows, possibly I'll go crypto full time, and I'm gonna put every money that I have, every penny that I have, I'm gonna put into Bitcoin and Ethereum when Bitcoin goes to the 200 week. Right, guys? I believe in Bitcoin. It is here to stay. FTT, David, you want me to analyze FTT? Okay, here we go. Guys, make sure you send us your top coins, what you want me to analyze, if any, if you have any observations, any recommendations. This is an open platform. This is your platform, guys. We are here for you, and we'll follow whatever instructions you give us. Absolutely clear. No doubt about it whatsoever, guys. Okay. What we are seeing over here, let me see quickly. I have few lines drawn over here, pardon me for that. Let me start off with the daily time frame. David, if you are asking about what would be the zone below for FTX, I've already told this in multiple streams. I have told I have bought FTX below $40. FTX is here to stay, and possibly 38, 37, 36, $35 if it goes to those ranges. Buy on the day when everything is just crashing down. Do not buy right now. Okay, there's something I can tell you. Right. Okay, let's take a quick look on the RSI first. On the RSI, what we can see right now is we are forming a double top, guys. Be cautious. Be cautious. If you have FTT, be cautious, guys. We are forming a double top on the RSI. Could mean we could be coming down. Okay. Why we say so? Look at these things in the past. Right, guys? Forming a double top on the RSI means correction could be on the cards. That's number one. What is the next level of support? Let's get the moving averages first. I have the 200-day. Let me get the other ones. Okay. What we can see over here is basically we can fall to the 50-day or the 20-day. The 50-day is coming at about $41. The 20-day is at almost $41 as well. So both are at possibly at the same juncture right here. Okay, that is something that we want to analyze. And why did this go through, guys? Can you tell me? Because if you have been following our channel, you should actually understand this. Why did FTX go up from a technical perspective? Right? Why did we see this good movement to the upside? I'm waiting, guys. Can anyone comment right now and tell me why, looking at this particular pattern, why did FTX pump up? This is a trivia. This is a question for you guys. Are you guys paying attention or not? Right? Can you tell me why did FTX pump up? Do you see any pattern right here, right in the chart? Anyone, David, Om Prakash, anyone? There are quite a few people watching. I can see that. First of all, can we get the likes to 10 and above? Can we get that? Can you guys tell me? I'll just give a countdown of possibly 10. Can anyone tell me? In the comments, quickly analyze this. Let's start. 10, 9, 8. I don't see anyone. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Let me tell you then. This right here, my friends, is a beautiful double bottom pattern. Do you see this? If you move it to the line chart, this will become much more clearer. I told you about this as well, right? So basically, this is something that you should have, you should have noticed, right? Also, what we are seeing over here, we are not seeing a double top only on the RSI, but we are seeing the double top on the price action as well, meaning we can see a movement to the downside. Okay, could be a buying opportunity, right? Again, let's go back. What are the levels of entry? Let's take a look on that, right? The volume is also not great, to be honest, guys, right? Volume is also not too great. We are below the 20 period, but that's the general trend in the market right now, isn't it? We went from the lows. This was back on January 8th. We made a low of $33. I think I bought at 35, 36. Don't exactly remember. But thanks, David, thanks to you, I saw this pattern, and possibly I'm just going to sell off my FTP right now. Okay. uh, I'm not going to hold it for too long. That's something that I want to tell you guys. Okay. Now, what are the key levels of entry and exit? Let's take a quick look on the RSI. We may fall to the neckline. The neckline is coming in at about $42, $42.5. That is on the cards. That is on the daily time frame. That is something we can take a look at. Also, if we go to the 4 hourly, we'll get a much detailed view of it as well. As you can see right here, the 61.8 is at 44. That could be another good opportunity before the 42. But if we break below 42, then 39.8 is 161.8 Fibonacci. This is important to note. Below 39, 34.73 is the 261.8 Fibonacci. I doubt whether we'll go there. If we go there, I'm definitely gonna buy. I'm definitely gonna buy. Okay, that's something I'm gonna tell you, right, guys? Okay, and so keep these levels in mind: 42, 39, 34. These are the levels to watch out for in the FTT chart, and I'm expecting a pullback. Okay, could be wrong, but yeah, looking at the patterns, I'm expecting a pullback. Ethereum, Avengers. You are also a regular watch. You also regularly watch. You are a regular viewer. Shout out to you as well. You have asked for Ethereum. Here we go. Ethereum currently is coming in. Okay, I have a few drawings. Pardon me for that. Ethereum is currently coming in at about $3,136. Not too bad. Not too bad. Do we have any pattern? Ethereum, actually, I love this pattern, guys. Look at this. Look at this pattern right here. Okay, this is forming a huge double bottom. Could be a huge double bottom that we are seeing on the Ethereum chart right here. You know, could be a double bottom forming right now for the Ethereum price. All we want is volume. So for Ethereum, the good thing is that we are continuously getting volume above the 20 period moving average, which is a good thing. Okay, that is a good thing that we uh, want to tell you about. We got a double peak kind of right here. Whenever in doubt, guys, move on to the line chart. It becomes absolutely clear, right? Now, what I mean by a double bottom right here is basically, if you can see this, pardon me for this line, guys, these are all Fibonacci levels, and I've drawn these at different levels of support and resistances. And yeah, for Ethereum, this actually helps me because I'm quite big on Ethereum. Ethereum constitutes a large portion of my portfolio, so that's why. Okay, right, guys. So what I'm seeing right here is possibly a double bottom right here, and this, if this serves to be the neckline, $3,300 serves to be the neckline, then the technical target, if let's assume this was the bottom, let's say $3,000 was the bottom, we are getting a price target of $3,600, right, guys? $3,600 approximately is the price target that we are getting, right, guys? And what would be the good level for entry? Again, let me get the Fibonacci. And on the daily time frame, it would be a bit difficult. Let me move to the weekly time or 4 hourly time frame, right? On the 4 hourly, what we can see is let me show this to you guys. It's in a downtrend. It got a perfect bounce of the 161.8. That's why these levels are so important, guys. These levels are so important. If I were you, Avengers, I believe you had asked about Ethereum. I would buy Ethereum right now. Okay, not a financial advice, but looking at the chart pattern, if Bitcoin continues moving between this range, 40,000 to 46, 45,000, probably I'm going to buy Ethereum. Looking good, looking good. Possibly a move to the upside is possible, right? And the beautiful double bottom is getting formed. Will not be surprised. Don't be surprised if we see this kind of movements coming in, right? This kind of movements coming in into Ethereum. But yeah, I see Ethereum going to $3,600 at least currently, right? Could be a sideways movement like this, probably a wick going down and coming up. The important levels to watch out for, guys, is $3,000, $3,050 is the important level, and below that 2,857 is the important level to watch out for. And these are the levels of support for Ethereum on the shorter time frame, right? On the longer time frame, if I talk about the weekly time frame, then guys, on the weekly time frame, and let me again get this, the stochastic RSI on the weekly is important. I possibly feel that I know it could go, it cannot go further south, right? It's at 4 already, cannot go further south. Could be a sideways movement or could be an upwards, right? So that is something that I personally feel. Now, people are telling me that this is a head and shoulders forming right here. Possibly could be a head and shoulders. If this is a head and shoulders, what is the technical price target? Let me see. If this is the head and shoulders, the technical price target for Ethereum, it's gonna be very bad, guys. I can tell you that for sure. It's coming in at about $2,100, guys. Okay, $2,100 is something that uh, we can expect the Ethereum price to go if this head and shoulders is breaking down. Okay, this is another perspective that I definitely want to share with you guys. Right? Okay, guys. So thank you so much. If you have any other questions, happy to answer. Otherwise, we can wrap it up for the day. And thank you so much for everyone who has joined in. Please share our videos. Please share our channel, our YouTube channel, our Telegram channel. Also, we come live on Facebook simultaneously at the same time. So make sure you follow us on Facebook as well. Join our group on Facebook. Crypto Bulls Club is the name. Uh, definitely, we are gonna do something big for you guys. That's a commitment. Our channel is not yet monetized. I'll be upfront with you, and we need to see uh, some good traction. Definitely, there will be something in it for you guys. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. There's 9 likes. Can we get at least another like coming in? 10 likes at least, guys. And every day we are coming live. We'll be sharing our thoughts, our analysis on the market. Also, if there's any emergency video, definitely I'll come live as well. That's not a question at all. If I'm available, I'll come up. If there's any emergency, I'll share that. Not feeling too well, to be honest with you guys today. Not doing too well today. A little bit of, I don't know, COVID is everywhere, right? So uh, I don't know whether it's COVID or something else, guys. Right? Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay blessed, stay happy. Share this video with your friends and family. Give them the opportunity to learn and earn from crypto, guys. This is the time when you should be investing, not when Ethereum is $4,000, $5,000. Not at that point of time. You should be investing right now. The volume is declining. Possibly, yeah. Possibly we can see movements, some sharp movements. Crypto cannot be, moving sideways for too long. Things get boring, right? It has to either move down or up, either direction, right? And just one small request to you guys, that do not enter into huge leverage positions. That's a request. I don't want my family to get liquidated, and most sometimes there will be liquidation traps. Please do not fall for that. Please do not fall for that, guys. Okay. All right, then. Thank you so much, guys. Stay blessed, stay happy, take very, very good care of yourself. Bye bye. Good night for now.